morning. Shit, this place sucks. Yeah. I was born and raised in hell. I live in a place called Las Cruces, New Mexico. Most of you guys never heard of it. You should, because right across there is St. Augustine's Pass, and that's where they trusted the nuclear weapon, and that's where they've been threatening to blow up the whole world if they can't fuck people in the ear with economics till from cradle to grave. Yeah. So if that's not hell, I don't know what is. It's like, where are you born? I was born in the bowels of hell. Where were you born? Okay. Well, see, they don't have a hospital over there. They have one in Alamogordo. Yeah. I guess you could call Alamogordo that, but Las Cruces is the economic hub of this region, even though they're two different counties. This is Doñana, that's Otero, that's Luna over there. Luna, not Luna the dog that was blind and passed, but Luna the county had a dog named Luna. Yes, she was cute. Well, people that are intelligent and care about life and living and the human beings know me and know when I say that about Luna, know about Luna. How many people are about four? About four, maybe three. One of them might have passed away. I'm not sure. Fran's still out there. He may not be. So, about three people care. You're funny. Hey, man, you got to keep your sense of humor when you're around a bunch of psychotic assholes that have people making videos about being consumers. It's like, you're not a consumer. You're a human being, you stupid shit. These are dual functional glasses. Okay. Park all the cars, bars, and wars. Share a car given accordance to need, built to last. You don't have to worry about your eyes when you're looking at a computer all the time, because you don't have to look at a computer all the fucking time. What do you need a computer for all the fucking time? Can a computer plant carrots? Like that one guy, does AI do laundry? No, it shouldn't. You should do your own. Okay. Laundry is something that, that's something you should, well, you got washing machines and stuff. Yeah, I know. We got washing machines. What's a more efficient way to do laundry? Washing machines, or have old hand crank things and then hang them out on the line? So, think before you react, however's going to, you don't need a lot of chemicals. You don't need to put a lot of stuff in there to fabric soft and make it smell good. I should stop using fabric softener. It doesn't dissolve well in the water and stuff like that. The soap does okay. The soap's all right. I just do the soap because I don't use the dryer anyway. Yeah, you're right. Okay, just use the soap. I'll just stop using the goddamn fabric softeners altogether. That's a good idea. I'll clean out the dryer washer again and just quit using that shit. Okay. I'm just having some moments here watching this cute kid sell you these fucking glasses, and you don't need Bluey's optics, and you don't need they're so great. You don't need the shit. You don't need it. Okay. What you need is freedom from being a consumer. What you need is freedom from abuse from the people that have trained you into a consumer. Okay. That's what you need. I'm working on it. Well, I'm better than you. I'm stronger than the people that abuse me, and I'm better than the people that ignore me. I'm the focal point of correcting technology globally. And I have two views. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 3 2 4 5 3 1 2 1 2 1. So it's cool. I got this. A lot of people, he's crazy. Yeah, Elon Musk probably prays every night that I am. Please let him be crazy, Jesus. Okay, you do know that me and him are one, right? Okay. Oh, shit. I'm not talking to you anymore, Jesus. Okay, Elon, go away. That's actually probably pretty serious. If it ever happened. Do you think it ever happened? I doubt it. I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not Elon Musk. I don't think I know people that I watch through technology better than they know themselves, and I know, I'm not insane. I don't sit there and watch insane people, through technology and say, this is Japan Uncensored, the most central country, 2025, real life in Japan, mind-blowing, has all these cute little girls in their little tiny little skirts. and a person standing in front of a classroom thing, and they're all in these, and you're like going, wow, they've all got really nice legs. They do. And long black hair. It's really pretty. Yeah. They're cute. Very cute. They're cute. Okay. Well, I'm going to go watch Cat Discoveries and see what they have to say about Japan. You are? Yeah. There's a little cute girl, and she's dancing at the game, and she's cute. And she's got on a little T-shirt, and there's a little girl, cute girl. She's got on her COVID mask, and she's in the sulfur waters. There's another little cute girl, and she's crying with her hair cut. There's women in the little old kimonos. You know, the kimonos are wrapped. You know, you're wrapped up. You probably wear those when it gets colder. They're adorable. Yeah. And they got their hair done in the traditional style. And they got some really whack. Well, he's got his kimono on. He looks really nice in his kimono. Yeah. YouTube's #1 discovery channel. What'd you discover? That you're still a consumer and not free from debt and trespass? Japan, land of the rising sun. There's some of the temples. Yeah, the temple and the architecture that goes through with the same colors as the blossoms on the trees. That's really neat, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, North Pacific. Don't you think before people are critical on people, they should be critical on themselves first? You know, see what's wrong with themselves first. Judge not, for you judge ourselves. Judge not, ready for judgment. You know, when you guys show me all these things about Japan and China, it's depressing because they're as fucked as we are. But I thought there might be hope that there might be less stupid mind fuck, stupid fuck, mind fine fuck in Japan or China than USA. It's no, there's bad or worse. Tomato, potato, consumer not free. Freedom from consumer, you know, so it's all around the world, same song, guy. Yeah, these old festivals and stuff like that, we do crazy shit like that too. Yeah, hey, Mardi Gras, okay. Like, if you judge all Americans by Mardi Gras and rich people skiing on the mountains, it's like, no, a lot of us are like, oh, fuck, I don't go skiing because I don't want to kill myself doing something extremist because it's kind of insane. But, yeah, so, yeah, I have gotten in an inner tube and ruined the butt on my denim jeans sliding down a mountain in Colville, Washington, down the gravel pits and down the mountain in Flagstaff with my buddies. Yeah, they loved it, yeah. Well, we lived in Phoenix. It's snow. What's that? It's this foreign white stuff that falls from the sky and freezes before it hits the ground. Get out of here. And then what happens? It stays frozen on the ground, and you can play on it. Really? I'm from Phoenix. I thought they just made that shit up on TV. I was born in Phoenix, right? I really? I didn't know that stuff exists. Right, but Japan, you got to understand, is an isolated island that got away from aggressive, violent sexual behavior, and then so they could maintain and contain their violent sexual behaviors in an isolated group. Okay, you know, a lot like the Anglo-Saxons who broke into the Scots and the Irish, and okay. And the Scots and Irish will tell you they're not Anglo-Saxons, and you'll sit there and go, okay, you're going to hold your breath until you die? Okay. And they get mad at you, and it's like, they tried to breed you out of existence twice, right? Okay. Damn cousins in the north and on that little green island, they're wackadoodles. It's like, and you guys sometimes do a lot of shit to prove them right. Okay. I was embarrassed to be Irish when I was a kid with Grandpa Murphy because of the Irish Republican Army and the Catholics all killing each other over religion. They're killing over religion. Mom, that's insane. I was a kid. I'm intelligent, right? And I would sit there and go, okay, you're not going to find out if you're right about Protestant or Catholic until after you're dead anyway. So why argue about it until after you're dead? But you don't have to argue about it after you're dead. You'll find out if you're right or you're wrong. And then you're probably wrong because it's probably just 30 minutes of your brain thinking you're right before your brain actually shuts down. Then what's happened? There's one child born to carry on, and then here come the devil right behind me. Look out, children, here he come. I'm not scared of dying. And I don't think most people really understand how the brain works. Okay, the brain gets conditioned and biological and socially conditioned to accept certain norms, cultural norms, over tens of hundreds of thousands of years. Okay. And so they develop these, quote, traditions to get you to believe the brain over the soul. That's why the Japanese have a thing, don't come back a shinobi. It's like, you're not a fucking shinobi. You don't have flowers. You can't fly. I just had dreams about that. I could float. I could fly. You can fly. You can fly. You can fly. And it was like, they were the goofiest, stupid fucking dreams you've ever had. And I'm sitting there just going, I told Jesus tonight before I went to bed, in my noggin, kind of maybe said something out loud. I'm ready. Let's go do this. They're going to be doing this until they're dead. I know. So let's go. You think they're going to stop? No, I don't think they're going to stop. I think they think they're going to depress me to death and kill me physically. And if that's their goal, then, and feel like they got all the conservative Christians and Muslims to do most of the dirty work, and all the liberals to watch in apathy and say, we're going to create lots of high-paying jobs. We're going to have the best technology in our state than any other state that uses technology for high-paying jobs. And you're like, okay, you're a human being and not a consumer. Forgive that trespass, love all, eternal, faithful peace. All right, this even helps Japan not do crazy. So the most sinful country in the whole world, man. The most sinful country in the world. Right. All it is he's showing people just walking around in a large city. It's like that thing where you take a walk in the Bronx and you take a walk. And it's a lot like that. It's really not much difference. The cars are smaller. Because it's smaller cars, smaller fuel consumption, or I don't know. And so it's just you're walking through the streets and there's lots of lights and video boards for advertising, and people have cell phones, and that looks so pretty. She's got the little umbrella, and she's got her hair. She's got the white flowers and lilies in her hair. She's pretty. She looks so pretty. And there's the geisha thing that looks in. There's traditional hairstyles from a lot of the. I don't like the whole white makeup covering the face though. No. I don't like all the makeup on. The one girl that had the lilies in her hair, she looked so pretty. She didn't have. She just had maybe some lipstick on. I don't like it when they cover them all up with white, because it's not her pretty skin, and I like their skin better than their makeup. So, anyone else, Bueller? Yeah. So I don't like a face covered in makeup. I think they look so much prettier. We see how pretty their skin is, or they're putting on the makeup, and you're going, no, but their skin is so pretty. Why are they covering up their beautiful skin with all that white? But to look porcelain. They're not porcelain. They're women. No one wants to have sex with porcelain. The bathtub, that would hurt. It's cold. No, they're so pretty with their skin tone is already very lovely. And so they don't need to cover it in white makeup because somebody in the past, came up with an idea, and it's like, that's a really rotten idea. So let's pass on that idea of, putting all that white. Well, you think they're all buddy ups and can't be the Tin Man, because it's just not wrong to do to women. To make them feel they have to cosmetically alter themselves to feel or appear beautiful. That's wrong. Because we do. We're judged by our deed, right? So what makes us beautiful is being faithful. and sharing life through faithful love. That's what makes us beautiful, and that's what the standard that women need to see. Because look at the lady playing. Oh, the little lady playing the little guitar thing, like whatever thing with the lady dancing. She has her pretty skin. It's her. She's pretty, right? And the lady dancing has to be covered in white. That's horrible, isn't it? Though. How come there's no privacy in the bathrooms? Where are the bathrooms? Oh, when you close the door, they close down, and you can see if there's anyone in them, and then it's occupied when someone turns the door and it goes oblique, and then it becomes unoccupied when so if someone's in there or someone's not in there. What if someone's used like a hologram thing to make it look like it's unoccupied? You open it up and they kill you, and then the thing goes and it goes back to hologram and it looks unoccupied, and you're laying on the floor dead, but it looks unoccupied because they used a hologram. Shut up, Earl. Doesn't anybody think of that shit? I've connected to Elon Musk in prayer. I think of diabolical shit like that all the time. What? But then people would walk in. Yeah, they'd walk in. He killed him. What killed him? The toilet killed him. Or was it the sink? I think it was the monkey. Me too. Clarence Darrow will have to defend him. We'll have to clone Clarence Darrow. Well, we could do that. I have the money and the tech and the resources. Okay, where's he going to live? Jurassic Park? Okay. You gotta admit this is funny. Oh, come on. Hey, some people don't have a sense of humor. I'm sure Elon Musk would be laughing if I told him these jokes. He's like, this guy's actually really funny. He very much is. Yeah. It's just a lot of people don't get the jokes because they haven't read a book in their life, or they haven't had a meaningful, intelligent conversation in their entire existence. So when he tells jokes and starts laughing, it's like, yeah, he's funny. You're just kind of self-centered. And, well, you're more than kind of self-centered. You're extremely self-centered. And unless the conversation revolves around your self-centered little pathetic mind, it's just, what is he talking about? Fucker's crazy, man. He's like on Quaaludes or something, or he has not taken his antipsychotic meds. He needs to take his schizophrenic meds. He's fucking crazy. Okay, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Share, care, give in accordance to need. Money is a human invention that has people taking drugs so they can survive being fucked to death their whole life over money. What did you not understand earlier in the conversation about biological and psychological conditioning to accept certain forms of indoctrination so people can feel delusions of power by manipulating people with their inventions? You want to take your antipsychotic schizophrenic meds? Okay, let's go to Japan. Okay. Do you understand? You're not really going to Japan. You're watching Ghost on a screen where people that manipulate the ghost world tell you what to do because this is their next phase that they're going through in the ghost world. And that's what's going on. It's the metaverse. Make it stop. I'm working on it, but I'm not Bruce Willis, and this isn't M. Night Shyamalan's imagination, and I'm not a multimillionaire or a billionaire trying to fuck people in the head with ghosts. So, Jesus? No, Jesus is alive. Because life's eternal and grace is infinite. Okay? And when Jesus talks to me, he always tells me, Earl, the Gospels are a living thing. They're not something that used to happen, and they're not something that's going to happen. They're the life given by the glory of God, and what people do with that life. And what makes you beautiful is what you do with your life, because it's given to you by the glory of God and not by ghost invention manipulators on your... Hey, they're going to make us rent the devices as a consumer. See how pretty her skin is? It looks so much more pretty than that white paint. See, I'm wondering, are those robots waving at everybody? I think it might be. You're a human being, okay? And now be a human being. And if you can't be a human being, I'm working on it. I'm tired, but I've been through this kind of stuff before. I've upped and recovered and stuff. And you got to understand, I'm living with a 90-year-old father who's being psychologically abused simultaneously with me. And he says he sleeps better because he asked Jesus to take care of it. And his son even though he won't admit it, is the one person on planet Earth who is a molecular structure that is the eternal spirit of the person that his family accepts as a god, and then criticizes him every time he says he's like Jesus. And they say, no, you're not. Jesus is better than you. You're not good enough to live with Jesus unless you accept Jesus as God that we live with after we're dead. And it's like, life's eternal and grace is infinite. So the Spirit of Jesus is going to save you because you won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Only He will. That's not true. What do you think's happening right now? Is Elon Musk going to pay all the people that will stand up for the Lord's Prayer's bills until we do? The TSA agents? No. They put planes up in the air that cause chemtrails that keep people sick because of aggressive, violent economic activity and target the people that are aggressive with extermination from robotics. And then you try to explain it to the people playing in the game. You're like, you do know that this is okay, maybe the Chinese and Japanese are smarter than you. No, they will kill it. Caesar walked 5,000 men off a cliff just to prove a point. They will kill, okay, the Chinese will kill how many of their own people that they think deserve killing because they're just not elite enough to be a part of the literacy group in order to have better quality of life. And all these people is like, no, with technology and robotics and all that stuff, and they you know, you can sit there and do this. They'll tear down the Great Wall and have cattle herds going up and down till the end of time. After all, you are dead. You train consumers and Pokemon players. They'll tear down the Great Wall. They'll tear down the Statue of Liberty. They'll tear down all the big cities in Las Vegas and like they were nothing. Have the robots tear them down. Then reboot the ecosystem and build Adobe houses everywhere for all the elite people that have the best brains to live in this great new world order that they invented through their ghost world. You better believe it. It's the Manhattans, right? Not one of my favorite songs of theirs. My favorite songs of theirs, I have lots of favorite songs of theirs. Here we are. It's a horrible song, but it's how do you say it? It's like No Tell Lover by Chicago. It's a horrible song. Premise of the song's horrible, but I love the song. Anybody else like commit the sin in the mind is the same commit as flesh. Every night in a different place I meet you, tender lady. You're my no-tell lover. Everyone keeps telling me this affair's not meant to be, even though I need you night and day. Walk away when you see me coming, even though it's you I'm loving. Want her, I can't leave her. I won't live without her. She's my no-tell lover. What good song, right? It's a real good melody. Peter Cetera, you can't go wrong, right? So the premise, horrible. Why is this happening? It'd be better to rip your eye out than it would be to lust over another guy's girl. Well, what if, she's what's-her-face, and the guy will kill anybody that tries to take his woman? You sit there and say, you abuse her, and a man that loves a woman doesn't abuse a woman. If she abuses him, she should leave and not be with a faithful man, because cheating on a faithful spouse should be a fate worse than death, right? Mohammed, there you go. So you guys, so those songs, you could just go back. I don't know how much we'll go back and listen to songs like that. Because the premise will be like, well, that sounded horrible. Yeah, like because they talk about how horrible they go. Though I like a woman that likes to take it in the poop chute or take it in the butt, whatever stuff. They had those songs when I was a kid, but I was raised Mormon. But I don't know many people that listen to them. I mean, I heard you said a bad word. It ain't gonna pump no more of no big fat woman and stuff. But I didn't hear a lot of songs that were like, oh my gosh, that's so horrible. She's saying a man should put his penis in her butt, right? And I didn't hear songs like that when I was a kid. They had them in the 70s. I didn't hear them till YouTube. They had this record and stuff. Yeah, they also had titty bars, but I didn't go there. They also had Las Vegas where people go in and gamble. And I said, Mom, that looks so neat. It looks like Christmas lights. And no, it's not Christmas lights. Yeah. Oh. It's where they do dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds. Okay, so yeah. See how pretty her skin is? So pretty. She's so pretty skin. And so she's all that white makeup. That's just wrong. Yeah. So pretty. Yeah. And The weird thing is, like, you got all those people with those Vilcaitos commercials with Morgan Freeman. If your girl started to change that way, and she would tell you how, oh my gosh, look at me, you'd be like, what? I am looking at you. I look at you every day. You're the first thing I see in the morning, and your last thing I see before I go to sleep. Okay? And every day, it's like when I see you in the morning, it's like I wake up and there's the mountains. And today it's summertime, and they're purple mountains majesty, framed by green trees. And in the winter, they'll be covered in snow. And would I leave you running merrily in the snow? And then when you catch the fire's glow, oh, never would I leave you. You don't, what does the wedding bells say? For richer, for better, for worse, sickness and in health. And so anytime, you may not be able to help it if you have sickness and health, because you have people that say economics is real, torture you for economics, and shove your wife in Phoenix and try to destroy her with the stress of economics and the pollution of the murder of the economics. And then well, that stupid bitch, I hope she fucking dies. And she deserves it if she's getting any kind of health problems. Like an ugly cow, probably smells real bad because of all the chemical poisoning. Yeah, it does smell bad, and it's not as fun. And you've got cancer, and you need to get a box called Cologuard. No, you need to stop the mass murder through chemical poisoning and guard yourself from those corporations. And if you can't do that, I'm the focal point of correcting technology, and I am perfect, and I am stronger than the people that abuse me, and I'm better than the people that ignore me. And if you don't believe that, offer to pay all the people that put the death eater excessive planes up in the sky for mass murderers to run around saying we need more money to fuck all around the world. Same song. Hey, if you don't like the way you're described in your deed eternally, through a faithful person who's trying to get you to live the Lord's Prayer so you can love your family and not be addicted to your brain chemical addictions for the first time in maybe 10,000 years, too damn bad. Okay, I love you.